Hey guys, Luke here, and not too long ago, actually it was a fair while ago, it was a couple of months ago, but I went through and I selected my picks for the Indigenous All-Stars team and the Maori All-Stars team. Now the official teams have been announced. I was going to go through and sort of analyse my picks compared to the actual picks. However, this is pretty obvious, it's not going to be good. I mean, Dane Gagai was an available selection for the Maori side and the Indigenous side. He's now come out and said he's not playing for either of them, so I thought there's no point. It's obvious I'm going to have some wrong. However, we're going to be taking a look at both the lineups, so I'm just going to be giving my thoughts. I don't know who's actually playing at the moment, so this is kind of a first impressions, I guess. So let's take a look at the Indigenous side. I've got it loaded up on my phone. You'll be able to see it on the screen right now. Now the Indigenous side, I think in the graphic I've got, it's sort of alphabetical or something, I don't know, but I'm on the leagueunlimited.com website, and they've got like a team list, so I'm assuming the Indigenous side have actually named their side. So their side is as follows. We have Latrell Mitchell at fullback, Blake Ferguson and Josh Adokar on the wings. In the centres, we have James Roberts and Jesse Ramian. So far, that's a pretty lethal backline. You'll be pretty happy with that one. It's probably pretty close to a New South Wales backline, possibly. Maybe James Tedesco or whatever. We have Jack White and Tyron Roberts in the halves. Josh Kerr and Jermaine Tanoa Brown at the props. Nathan Peets in at hooker. We then have Joel Thompson and Wade Graham. And then David Fifita at lock. And the bench is Connor Watson, Chris Smith, Zach Sadler, Josh Curran, Alex Johnston, Tyrone Peachy, and Tyrell Fuimaono. So just looking at that side, that's actually a pretty strong side. Like I said, look, if you put that side as the New South Wales backline, it'd probably be a pretty strong one. Now Latrell Mitchell, this is going to be the first time we've seen him play fullback in quite a few years. I don't think he played fullback for the Roosters since he moved. I only played 5'8" for them a little bit, but it'd be interesting to see Latrell at fullback. I always suspected that he would end up at fullback. I mean, he's such a big body, he's very mobile, very agile. I figured he'd end up at fullback. It's just never going to happen at the Roosters while James Tedesco was there. Obviously, he's made his way to the Rabbitohs, and they definitely need a fullback. They definitely need a fullback like Greg Inglis. Latrell Mitchell's the closest thing you'll get to Greg Inglis. So, Latrell Mitchell, been a good signing for the Rabbitohs, I think. But we'll get to see his first hitter at fullback in quite a little while in this Indigenous side, and I think he'll actually play quite well. But looking at the centres, Jesse Ramian, James Roberts, quite good players. Two different players. Obviously, Jesse Ramian is a bit more powerful, where James Roberts is all speed. Blake Ferguson, definitely, he's incredible, especially in these Indigenous games. Hopefully, he busts out that backflip again. And Josh Adokar, what can you say about him? Just the fastest player, one of the best wingers in the game at the moment. But I'm actually interested to see James Roberts. Now, a lot of the talk has been, he's lost a whole bunch of weight. He's super motivated. I don't know if it's one of his first pre-seasons in quite some time. I don't know, but he's definitely seems to be training the house down, as they all say. But we'll have to wait and see how he goes. But, I mean, there's quite a few players in that backline that I'm interested to see how they're going to go. The rest of the side, though, I mean, Jack White at 5'8" is pretty good. Tyron Roberts, he was definitely a standout last year, I'm pretty sure, in the Indigenous game. I think he was maybe their man of the match. I can't remember. I remember him playing quite well because I did a live reaction to it. But, I mean, their four-pack is, it's kind of, I mean, Josh Kerr, he's kind of a fringe player. And then Jermaine Tanoa Brown, I don't know who he is. So their props are definitely kind of lacking. I feel like that's where the Maori side is actually quite strong. I don't know who exactly is going to be their props, but I assume Jesse Bromwich will be one of them. But I mean, Joel Thompson, Wade Graham, David Fifita. David Fifita was he's a breakout player last year in the Indigenous game. His first real big opportunity to start, and he was very, very good. I think he'll do the same this time. But I mean, their bench, Connor Watson, he's pretty good. The rest are all kind of fringe sort of players. Tyrone Peachy can do a job. Alex Johnston can as well. The rest I don't really know too much about. But I mean, overall, their side is quite strong. I think it's a side that can score a lot of points. But I mean, the Maori side could honestly do the same. Okay, now we move on to the Maori All-Stars side. Now, obviously, like I said, they haven't named their lineup, but their team or their squad is as follows. It's Nelson Asafa-Solomona, Adam Blair, Jesse Bromwich, Kenny Bromwich, Corey Harawira-Naera, Jerome Hughes, Isaac Luke, Isan Masters, Britton Nakora, Cody Nikorima. We have Kalen Ponga, we have Kevin Proctor, Bailey Simonson, Brandon Smith, Brad Zakarangi, James Tamu, Zane Tadavano, Dylan Walker, and Dallin and Malachi Watene-Zelezniak. Now, looking at that side, I think that's a pretty good side. I mean, it's very similar to what you would find for the New Zealand side. Add in Kalen Ponga, which is a big inclusion. You add in Ponga, you add in Dylan Walker, and you pretty much got the New Zealand side. Isaac Luke, He's back in the mix. We'll see how he goes at the Dragons, but I'm sure he'll be looking to impress. Who's another player? I mean, Simonson looking to impress as well. He's going to have an opportunity this year at the Raiders with Jordan Rapana gone. He'll finally get a spot on the wing there. But I mean, I was saying the Indigenous side is kind of lacking in size in terms of their prop position and lacking in size and experience. The Maori side have gone all out. They've named Asafa Solomona and Jesse Bromwich, the two Storm boys, two absolute gods in the forward pack. They're just so good, so consistent. And then you add in Adam Blair, can do a job. I mean, he probably won't, but he can do a job. Kenny Bromwich as well. I think I picked him in my side. Harry Wiranara, very, very skillful. Who else have they got? Brandon Smith will do a good job in hooker position. James Tamu, another big body. Definitely, in my opinion, the Maori side has the forwards. They have a way better forward pack. The Indigenous side has way better backs. I mean, the halves, I don't even know who the halves will be. I'm not sure how they're going to line up. You would think that the halves are going to be Cody Nikorima and Jerome Hughes. You'd think it'd be those two. And then Kalen Ponga at fullback. Maybe Dallin with Tennis Lesnack on the wing. But, I mean, who knows? They did play Kalen Ponga at 5'8" last year, and I don't think it worked. I actually think that's where they kind of lost last year's one. Ponga and Nikorima didn't work. So, Jerome Hughes there, I mean, he's not exactly an out halfback, but better than Ponga, I guess. So yeah, in terms of on paper, I don't even know who I would say would have the better team. I mean, like I said, the Maori side has the better forwards, but I think the Indigenous side has the better backs. Halves are pretty, I'll say they're pretty even, but I mean, both sides are pretty strong, very, very strong. I definitely like this format a lot better than the previous one, the NRL All-Stars up against the Indigenous ones. The Maoris deserve to have a shot, and they did get beat last year, but another year under their belts, another year to sort of learn to play together, even though it is a lot of the New Zealand side. They didn't really gel last year, so hopefully they have a better showing than they did last year. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. I'll be doing a video tomorrow going over my full thoughts on the game, or sort of previewing it, I should say. You know, strengths and weaknesses and all that. This was just kind of like a first impressions of both of their sides. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you go ahead and smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Also make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. It's on the screen right now. It's Mr. Luke on my YT. The Facebook page is also in the description below. It's Mr. Luke, just search it up. And go ahead and add me on Snapchat as well while you're at it. It's Mr. Luke on YT, same as what's on the screen right now. Also, while you're at it, leave in the comment section below. Obviously, quite a while ago, we were able to do the votes. I voted for my team. You probably voted for your team. Let me know what you think of both of these sides. Would you have made any changes? Is there anyone who is a glaring omission? Anyone that missed out that should have made the team? Let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, guys, that's all I got to say. Thanks for watching. I'll see you for tomorrow's video. Bye, guys.